I've already made one Caitlin Clark video, but she's playing so unbelievably good I literally had to make another. Her game against Louisville was actually amazing. She ended with an absolutely insane stat line of 41 points, 10 rebounds, and 12 assists in a win-or-go-home tournament game during March Madness. That's something you dream about as a kid. I can't even tell you the last college player that I've seen that has consistently just taken over games like Caitlin Clark. She scored or assisted on every bucket until like 20 points into the game, and still shooting shots that are just unguardable. Not even really breaking down the defender, just letting it fly from wherever with no nerves at all. What other college player is taking 14 threes in an Elite 8 game and making 8 of them? The team around her is really good. I don't want to make it sound like they aren't, but Caitlin Clark really is the difference between winning and losing a game. She's had bad shooting nights and they've still won, but it's really up to her making shots and not really up to how good the defense is. Louisville came out to a really strong start thanks to Haley Van Lith, but Caitlin scored a few buckets, and ever since that moment the game slowly started turning around. Once Iowa had the momentum, they were able to hold it for a good while. I just made a video about all the records she's breaking, and the craziest part is she's still breaking even more records. Obviously, with her absurd 40-point triple-double, she became the first player in tournament history to do that. Yeah, and that also makes her the first player in tournament history to get a 30-point triple-double as well. She broke the record by over 10 points. She's also second in total triple-doubles and could possibly even pass Sabrina for the 1 spot. She has zero fear. You see a lot of players nervous, especially during March Madness, just missing shots and making dumb plays in big moments like these. But Caitlin has kicked it into a whole nother gear. She is not letting this team lose. Growing up a LeBron fan, I've said many times, why doesn't LeBron just take every shot? Or why doesn't LeBron have the ball in his hands every possession? That is exactly what Caitlin Clark is. When she's in a rhythm, she will go get the ball and the game gets played through her. She will win or lose you the game, and it's everything a star player should be. Instead of fading from the moment in case something goes wrong, she's stepping up and embracing it head on and dominating. For the first time in I don't even know how long, the people, even on Twitter, the most toxic place in the world, are actually supporting Caitlin Clark. Even the biggest women's basketball haters can't help but be in awe with what she's done. Cause players like her are actively changing the landscape of women's basketball. Caitlin isn't doing stuff that's crazy for women's college basketball. She's doing stuff that's crazy for basketball in general. There's nobody, even in men's college basketball, that has the role that Caitlin does. She has been beyond the main leader of a team that is going to the Final Four for the first time in 30 years. Also with a chance to go to and win a national championship. The playmaking for Iowa is so good that the second leading scorer on the team, Monica Sonano, up until yesterday took a total of 1 dribble throughout 3 tournament games. She is getting the ball exactly where she wants it every time she catches it. Klay Thompson dominated, dribbling like 10 times or whatever it was, but 1 dribble in 3 games while still getting straight buckets is mind-blowing. The entire Iowa team is so entertaining as a whole, and Caitlin Clark is probably the most entertaining player in college basketball. If you don't think she's entertaining, then you hate the modern game. In college, it's so system ran that it's just hard to shine as an individual, especially in men's college basketball. You can disagree with the shots she takes, but they're going in, so how are you mad? I had so many people in my last video telling me the shots she takes are bad. She shoots almost 40% from 3 and almost 50% in total. Paul George said Dame's shot for the game winner was a bad shot too. But did it go in? Yes. Just because most people can't shoot a shot from there doesn't mean she can't. She could take a couple more steps in for some of these threes, of course, but if she's practicing them from all over the court, there's no difference. She's practicing shooting it from deep too. Pair that with her playmaking and the fact that she also leads her team in rebounds, and you have the perfect basketball player. I compared her to Steph Curry the way she shoots from deep and changes the game, but she's more like LeBron for leading her team in every statistical category. Iowa has a tough game coming up against 1 seed South Carolina, and I assume a ton of people that usually don't watch will be tuning in. She's one of the best college basketball players I've ever seen, and being someone that hasn't ever kept up with the WNBA, I will still watch her games when she moves on. I have a rotation of players I like to make sure I watch, and Caitlin Clark is now in that rotation. If you haven't seen her play yet, you're missing actual greatness. And if you don't know about all the records she's broken and her insane high school career, I highly recommend you watch my last video. And I'm also on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, you will not be disappointed.